when you look at commercials, when you look at some movies, it just
TV
feels like
shows.
TV shows. It feels like the dad's always the goofball that maybe he's not there. You see it a lot in Disney movies. There's always one parent in the Disney movies, that kind of stuff. Sometimes it feels intentional. Do you think that there's some sort of a intentional, they're trying to demasculate or emasculate, I guess you could say, the men in the homes and separate the families, divide the families?
Listen, when you're making a show, a television show, or a film, very few things are done by happenstance. It's all very intentional, what you decide and how you want relationships to be and the way you tell stories, whether it's based on your own experiences or the writer's experience or whatever. But it's very intentional. Every decision is intentional. So yeah, I think there's been a real focus on doing that. That's why I make so many faith-based movies and films that support, there's problems, everybody has them, but it supports, what I think are the right values and morals that I want to teach my son. There's movies where I wanted to watch because I wanted to learn a moral or a value or something of that nature. It's good. My son and I, when he was growing up, we would watch Friday Night Lights, the football, because football was very important to me growing up, and I played forever. And you can see my NFL helmet here and a college helmet there, and that stuff is a big part of who I am. But we would watch that show, and that had a strong father at the core, which was great. Kyle Chandler did a wonderful job. My son used to joke with me. He's like, "You remind me of Kyle Chandler, like in Friday Night Lights. You just get mad at nothing." I'm like, "Dude, you be quiet. Go to your room." It's not nothing. There was a build up to what makes somebody snap a little bit. And he always thought it was funny when I got mad. And thought it was funny when Kyle Chandler's character got mad. But we would sit there and talk about those things, those issues that were going on during the show. And I think when you get hit with all the Cosby Show, if you go back to when I was a kid, that was a strong nuclear family, and that was great. And the dad did the things, the moms, those were great. We don't seem to have many of those. I can't think of them. I can't think of what it is. So I think that when you see so many things where the man is weak or missing or whatever it is, I think a lot of it is intentional. I think a lot of it, not every single time. Sometimes it's just this happens to be a real story.